Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's B, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about the recent paranormal experiences that I've been having. They've basically been starting up since February this year of 2019, and lately, for about the last 2 weeks, it's pretty much like died down. But before then, within the last few months, I'm going to be telling you guys what's been happening and just giving you a little bit of an update on what I think is actually in my house. Anyway, before I get into this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and make sure you're comfortable because I don't know how long this video is going to be. Anyway, let's get right into it. So from the beginning of this year, it started probably around the last week of January, going into the first week of February, I would hear noises coming from my sister's bedroom, and it would start between the hours of around like 1:45 in the morning till about 4 o'clock in the morning. And in this period of time, I was not sleeping at all during the night. I would stay up until around 5 o'clock when I felt like it was safe to go to sleep. And the good thing about me staying up late is that I'm a night owl, so I just automatically can stay up late. So yeah, I'd sit up and I would read in my room, and sometimes I'd watch TV, but I was mostly reading. And starting from around 1:45 in the morning, I would hear little knocking noises coming from my sister's bedroom, and at this point I wouldn't take any notice of it. Then going later on to the night, up near their AC and their heating ducts, I would hear noises coming from there, and obviously my sister's bedroom and my heating ducts are connected, so I could hear noises coming from there. And yeah, so I would hear like these little noises, and it would sort of freak me out, but I'd try and pay no attention to it, because if I did pay attention to it, it will get louder, as you will be able to tell soon. Going about maybe halfway through February, going into March, it was getting stronger, so more things were happening. It wasn't just noises now. I was recognizing the noises that were happening in the room, so obviously I was giving it basically more power for whatever was in there. It started moving the doors, opening and closing. At this time, yeah. Okay, so at this time I'd also changed my TV cabinet in my bedroom from a little, it was like a little 2-drawer black TV cabinet to like a white tall boy that was in my sister's bedroom. I just swapped it over, and so I've got something that was from there into here. And I didn't think too much of it, but later on at night I would hear the drawers opening and closing of my TV cabinet in my sister's bedroom, and it would just make me sick to my stomach. It's like, it's not even funny, but like it's scary. I would just hear the drawers opening really slowly and then just like sort of slide close, because these are the type of drawers that would just like slide close. You don't have to really push it, it just sort of slides close. So it can't slide close if it hasn't been opened. So both of them would open, and I would hear it twice during the night. I would hear it mostly before 2 AM, and then I would hear it during 3 AM around 3:30. So that was like a really, really scary thing, and that would just make me feel very sick. Now after this happened, maybe a few days later, I woke up with scratches on my leg. Now the scratches were on my left leg, on my calf, like on the bottom of my leg, and it was about 4 scratches, like 4 scratches just going down. And it was like someone's like nails, but the thing is, I don't have nails. It wasn't me that did it. I don't have long nails. I always keep my nails short. So I had these scratches, and I was like, where the hell did this come from? So my mum was looking at my leg, and she's like, why were you scratching your leg for? And I was like, I didn't scratch my leg. Why would I scratch my leg for? And it wasn't like oh, I've got like a mosquito bite, I'm gonna scratch my leg. It was like something had scratched my leg 4 fingers. And I thought that was really weird. Didn't take any notice of it. And now around, I think it was 2 days later, I woke up again with scratches on my leg, but this time it wasn't just 4 scratches. I went to the office and my parents were sitting there, and obviously it was summertime, so I had shorts on. I didn't even notice this, so my parents picked it up again. I had the 4 scratches on my leg, but this time it had smeared blood, like dried blood, like it had been smeared in, and it was dried, and it was on both of my legs. On the right side of my leg, I did not have any scratches or any cuts there, so it was obviously my legs had, I don't know, rubbed together of some sort. I don't know how that, well yeah, obviously if I was lying on my side, but still. There was scratches and like dried blood, so I cleaned it up and the scratches were still there, and I was like, where the hell is this coming from? It's not me that scratched myself. My dogs cannot scratch. They've got like tiny little paws like that big. I don't know where it's coming from. So that was really, really creepy, and from then on I wasn't sleeping till about 6 in the morning because I just felt like it wasn't safe to sleep until that time of the day. Now after that had happened, my door would constantly be opening and closing throughout the night. So I started sleeping with the hall light on again because I didn't feel safe sleeping in the dark. My door, I would have like a little, I don't have it in here. I have like a little door wedge that goes under the door, so when it's, I would have my door open about like that much so my dogs can go in and out of the room. But halfway through the night, I'd wake up and my door would be closed and my dogs will be at the door crying to go out. And I'm just like, who closed my door? So I'll get up, open the door, let the dogs out, put the wedge back on it, which the wedge was taken off. And then in the morning again, I would wake up in the morning and my door would be closed shut. There was no windows open and there was no AC going because at this time the weather was like sort of calm. It was fine. I didn't need anything on. So there was nothing that could have closed that door because I've got a little rug in my room as well that I put like underneath the door so the door's like stuck on the rug. And I've also got the little wedge underneath, but still my door was closing. And I would be waking up with my door basically closed, completely closed. But during the night when I have been reading, the door has been closing slowly, like really slowly until it closes. So basically the door has a wedge underneath it, but I'd be sitting up in bed reading, and this is around towards the end of 3 a.m. in the morning, and my door will be closing, but it would be closing really, really slowly. But the thing is, if you were to pull it to close it, it would make that funny sound dragging it because I mean it's stuck on carpet and it's like I've got hardwood floors, but I have a rug underneath the door and I have a door wedge, so if you were to pull it, it would make a funny noise and it'll pull against the wedge. So when I saw that happening, it freaked me out. I just turned on both my side lamps and I was like, the roof light's going on, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, big light, room light, whatever. I turned that on and I stayed up all night until about like 6 or 7 in the morning, and that really freaked me out. And after that had happened, I'd also been sleeping with my door completely open with the wedge against it because I was just scared it was going to close, and like if it did close and I went to open it and it doesn't open, I don't even want to think about that. That's actually a bit too scary there. But I also have been really scared thinking that the door of my sister's bedroom would be open in the mornings when my door closes, but because my sister doesn't live at home anymore, she has her own place, but I always keep her room door closed at night. I always make sure it's closed, I always make sure the window's closed in her room, just because I don't want anything from her room coming into my room. Now after that had happened, this would probably be towards the end of March, I was up in my room one night and I was trying to sleep because I had work the next day, and obviously I don't really sleep that early, so I was trying to get to sleep. And it was around midnight when I was starting to fall asleep. Now what had happened was I heard mumbling sounds coming from behind me, which if you can see my bed there, I sleep in the middle of my bed. I heard noises coming from in the room, in my sister's bedroom, like there was 2 people mumbling to each other but like fighting, like it was like aggressive, violent sounds, but like talking. They weren't like yelling, it was talking, like just I don't really want to think about it. And I was trying to listen, and at first I thought it was my sister and her boyfriend, and then I thought, wait, they don't talk like that and they don't live here anymore. So I thought, okay, something is in there. So I tried to stay calm. I tried to listen a little bit more. I listened and listened for about 10 minutes. It was still going on. It went on for a very long time. So I went and I woke up my mum, and she came to my room and I said, I think there might be someone outside my window. I think someone's in the backyard. But obviously I was just saying that because I didn't want to actually point out that there might be something behind my bed or like in my sister's room, because I couldn't stay up all night. I had work the next day. So my mum went and checked. She turned on all the lights outside to check if there's anything there, and there was nothing. She didn't hear any noises when she came back into my room. So I was like, okay, I'm just imagining it. It's fine. I'll go back to bed. So I went back to bed. A little while later, I heard it. So this is probably about 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, I heard it again, but it was sounding louder, and it was sounding like it was just behind me, like within my like sort of like sound barrier, like probably around like here, but towards the back I was hearing it, and whatever it was, it sounded demonic. Now I've never heard anything like it. It was very scary, but I could not make out what it was saying. It was just really mumbled, like muffled, and yeah. And then after that happened, I went screaming to my mum again. I was like, no, I heard something. I don't know what it was. So I think I stayed up till about like 4 o'clock that day, and then I had work. When I went to go to sleep, I closed my eyes, but my eyes were going sideways like that, and I couldn't control it. It was just happening, and it was hurting my eyes, and so I just had to basically stay up until it stopped. And when I was talking to my cousin about it, she said that a spirit might have been trying to get inside my body when that was happening. That really scared me. And she said that whatever it was inside there might actually be attached to you. Then what the hell did I do for something to become attached to me? Well, I mean, but like still, like, I mean, I have played a Ouija board, but still, yeah, whatever it was, she said, is maybe attached to me somehow, is maybe attached to me, and it was trying to get through into my body to possess me. But obviously I didn't let it possess me because I didn't go back to sleep. I also tried to protect my energy that night, and I had my crystals around my bed as well, so whatever it was couldn't actually get to me. My dogs were going psycho that night. They were growling and barking, and it was scary. Like, I can't not remember that night. That was pretty scary, pretty creepy. Then after that night, I was sleeping with my TV on because I just didn't want my room dark, and I didn't want it silent either. So I would sleep with my TV on. I'd either be watching like funny shows like Friends, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, SpongeBob, and I would always have it up to like about like through to like the 5 to the 10 volume, just so it wasn't silent in my bedroom. And I would always keep the TV remote on the left side of my nightstand because I never touched that nightstand. There's just a lamp on there. At the time, there was actually nothing on there. So I would just put my remote in the middle, and it would just stay like that. And I would go to sleep around 2 in the morning just because I want to go to sleep before the 3 a.m. hour. If I didn't go to sleep before the 3 a.m. before like 2:30, I would stay up all the way till 4. It was either before or after. There was never in between. So I would sleep before that time, and for some reason I would be waking up at 3:30. Like, I just will wake up at 3:30 and my TV will be off, and it can't go off. There's no timers on there. I've like mixed with the settings so it doesn't say play after this episode. It just completely plays non-stop. But when I fall asleep, it turns itself off. I don't turn it off. My remote is on my nightstand. My parents don't come and touch my TV. They don't even know I got it on. It turns off by itself. But if I stay up throughout the night, it'll stay on without me touching it. It's just if I fall asleep, my TV turns off, and in the morning I'll wake up and my TV will be off without me knowing. I don't even know how it happened. And now, this is probably at the beginning of April, second week of April. I was in the living room and my mum was watching Vampire Diaries with me because I got my mum into watching Vampire Diaries. And my dad and sister were at work. And it was probably around about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. So it was the afternoon time, complete daylight. I was sitting in there and the dogs were going nuts. Like, near the window, near the carport, like that side of the house. And I was like, why are they making such a noise? My mum was oblivious to it. She was just watching TV. And it seemed like I was the only one that was like, what is going on down that end? And I heard footsteps and I'm like, oh, my sister's home. She's home from work. And then I'm like, no, she doesn't finish till 6. And then I was like, oh, it's Dad. Dad's home from work. And then I'm like, no, Dad doesn't finish till 6 either. So then who the hell is in my house? And then for some reason I just had this urge to turn my head. And when I turned my head, I swear to God, I saw this woman dressed in a white like nightgown with black dark hair. I couldn't really see the face. All I could see was the hair, and in a split second it was gone. And the dogs were going psycho where I like saw it. And I couldn't breathe. I was like sort of like choking for air, gasping for air when I saw this. And my mum turned to me and she said, are you okay? What just happened to you? And I was like, I saw something. I saw a ghost. I don't know what I saw, but there's something in this house. My mum was like, do not be ridiculous. There's nothing there. You've just been watching too much Vampire Diaries of them dying and then coming to life again. You're just imagining it. I said, I didn't imagine anything. I saw that. I know what I saw, and the dogs are barking. Now, what I saw was, if you've seen my Bloody Mary video, what I saw that day in the kitchen, sort of like dining area near the TV room, was exactly what I saw on the Bloody Mary situation near my bed. So I know whatever is in my house has been in my house for a very, very long time, and I think I know exactly what the spirit might actually be, but I'm not really prepared to say it out loud right now. But I've got a feeling I know exactly what the spirit is, and I feel like it was never attached to my sister at all. It was always attached to me, and whatever it is trying to possess me. But I'm actually really scared right now because I'm home alone, but I am watching SpongeBob in the background, so I don't feel so scared. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe to my channel to hear more paranormal experiences, because I have a lot, which I don't really like it, obviously. But I do have a feeling I know what this spirit is, so stick around to see what video I come out with for that one. But I will be coming out with one because I think I need to say it, what it is, because I know I've talked to my cousin about it and I feel like I know what it is. So hopefully the next video of the paranormal experience will be that, and let's see if anything happens between now and then. Anyway, make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, the links will be down in the description below, and thanks so much for watching this. Love you all, bye!